All right, hello, welcome to this channel. Wherever you're at, whenever you're at, I hope you're growing closer to God and learning more about Him every day. This is what the goal of this channel is, to read you the Bible so that you don't have to. Kind of, sort of, it's just an aid. Hopefully, some of you have already moved on, you're reading on your own, everything's good to go. We do have some things here, we have some homework that we do. I think I might even do some of that today for you. It's Book of Proverbs, whatever. Book of Proverbs in the middle of the Bible, don't forget we're reading that, that's your homework. In the middle of the Bible, you go straight to the middle, you open it up, and boom, Proverbs, most of the time. I'm on Isaiah, but it's close. And then you go into Proverbs, and then whatever the day is, so today is what? Today, the 20th. So we'll go to Proverbs 20 and read that chapter on your own, because a lot of wisdom and knowledge and everything else. It tells you what kind of people to avoid and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's actually a lot of good stuff in there. And some things you're going like, what does that apply to us? I don't understand what a camel has to do with what we're doing on today. But it's really good stuff. So get your that. Make sure you're reading that. Thank you for joining me today. Let's get on with it. We're in chapter 21 of Genesis. This is my adventure Bible, one with the super cover on it. So it's the NIV version. So it'll be easy read today. And let's go. All right, Genesis chapter 21. Says, "Now the Lord was gracious to Sarah, as he had said. And the Lord did for Sarah what he had promised. Sarah became pregnant and bore a son to Abraham in his old age, at the very time God had promised him. Abraham gave the name Isaac to his son Sarah bore him. When his son Isaac was 8 years old, Abraham circumcised him as God commanded him. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. Sarah said, 'God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me.' And she added, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age. The child grew and was weaned, and on the day Isaac was weaned, Abraham held a great feast. But Sarah saw that the son whom Hagar, the Egyptian, had borne to Abraham was mocking, and she said to Abraham, 'Get rid of that slave woman and her son, for that slave woman's son will never share in the inheritance with my son Isaac.' The matter distressed Abraham greatly because it concerned his son. But God said to him, 'Do not be so distressed about the boy and your maidservant. Listen to what Sarah tells you, because it is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned. I will make a son for the maidservant. I will make the son of the maidservant into a nation also, because he is your offspring.' Early the next morning, Abraham took some food and a skin of water and gave them to Hagar. He set them on her shoulders and then sent her off with the boy. She went on her way and wandered in the desert of Beersheba. When the water in the skin was gone, she put the boy under one of the bushes. Then she went off and sat down nearby, about a bow shot away. For she thought, 'I cannot watch the boy die.' And as she sat there nearby, she began to sob. God heard the boy crying, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, 'What is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying as he lies there. Lift the boy up and take him by the hand, for I will make him into a great nation.' Then God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. So she went and filled the skin with water and gave the boy a drink. God was with the boy as he grew up. He lived in the desert and became an archer. While he was living in the desert of Paran, his mother got a wife for him from Egypt. At that time, Amalek and Peor, the commander of his forces, said to Abraham, 'God is with you in everything you do. Now swear to me here before God that you will not deal falsely with me or my children or my descendants. Show to me in the country where you are living as an alien the same kindness I have shown you.' Abraham said, I swear it. Then Abraham complained to Amalek about a well of water that the Amalek servants had seized. But Amalek said, I don't know who has done this. You did not tell me, and I heard about it only today. So Abraham brought sheep and cattle and gave them to Amalek, and the two men made a treaty. Abraham set apart 7 ewe lambs from the flock, and Amalek asked Abraham, what is the meaning of these 7 ewe lambs you have set apart for themselves? He said, accept these 7 lambs from my hand as a witness that I dug this well. So that place was called Beersheba, because of the 2 men swore an oath there. After the treaty had been made at Beersheba, Amalek and Ficor, the commander of his forces, returned to the land of the Philistines. Abraham planted a teresmic tree in Beersheba, and there he called upon the name of the Lord, the eternal God. And Abraham stayed in the land of the Philistines for a long time. Woo! All right. That was it. You're done. You can go. I'm just kidding. No, stick around for part 2. It's where my mind gets to run around. You those that have been around, those of you that have been around me know that that's could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I don't know how that goes. But there are some interesting things in here I would like to pull out and just kind of let you dissect a little bit better, maybe wrap your mind around it. This did happen a very long time ago. Does it still pertain to today? Yeah, there's some parts of it, yes. But remember, the whole quest is for us to get to know God and see God and how He relates to people and how He's dealt with people and people that have been touched by Him. And this is one of those instances. So stick around for part 2. I hope you're blessed. I hope God continues to bless you all. I hope you're blessed by hearing this. I hope you stick around for part 2. Please like, subscribe, share Bowling Through the Bible on YouTube. And please leave some comments. If you guys ever have questions about Scripture or anything like that, feel free to leave comments in the bottom. And I'll do everything I can to answer them. If I'm not smart enough to do it, I'll ask my wife. All right. Have a good day.